Heya peeps, Emma here, and in this video I've got a treasure trove of information on the Ashlands just for you. If you're wary of spoilers, watch this video that is spoiler free. Let's dive into every detail known at this moment. Everything in this video is collected from the Valheim's walk and talks, the dev blogs and the dev posts on X. From all the fearsome creatures that roam these lands to the cutting edge weaponry and even the weather forecast. So grab a snack and let's get started. The first and foremost special thing about this biome is that it will be completely separated from any other biome by an ocean. Yes, the Ashlands is not just another biome, it will be a whole new continent, demanding that you sail the treacherous seas to reach these ashy shores, with a brand new creature protecting these seas. The terrain of the Ashlands lives up to its name, with ashy grounds that grow more volcanic the more south you venture, surrounded by lava streams that will probably be the place where you find the alluring flame metal, the main metal for this biome, opening up new weapons, decorations and upgrades for your workbenches. And in case that was not hot enough, it looks like the weather forecast will be a light, constant meteor rain, so take cautions when you want to build here with wood. Some of these drops seem to catch fire. And in case that was not hot enough, the place will be filled with spawners, spawning plenty of the Ashland's very own Great Dwarf, the Twitcher. Since yes, there are quite a few creatures that call this hard place home. Over the past year, we have been able to follow some of these creatures' designs from quite up close, and some of these new creatures have come a long way. First contact will probably be made with the Bonesaw Serpent, recognizable by its spikes even when it swims in the water, so look out for this. Secondly, the Twitcher, that will rely on determination to take you down. They do not seem very fast and they twitch all over the place, as the name gives away. The spawners you will find in the Ashlands will be of this creature and will look like big ashy red tombstones. Now, one creature will actually run from you, or rather fly away. The vulture has no in-game name yet, but you can clearly see it in the latest walk and talk the devs did. Another flying creature in this biome almost did not make it into the game. The Valkyrie has gone through quite a transformation and it looks absolutely amazing now. But not necessarily something I would like to run into, to be honest. Some more nightmare fuel is the Morgan, that you will probably want to approach with tact and preparation. This Ashlands mini-boss will not be easy to defeat. And last but not least, we have the notorious Skeleton Kings. No, not Yugluth. These monsters will be protecting the new POI, the Fortress. And from what I have seen, these will be very, very deadly creatures, even taking over the outposts the devs made close to the Fortress when testing this biome. They will be ruthless, big and determined to drive you out. No images or info, however, has been released about this biome's boss, but I am sure it will be in for quite a fight. What we do know is some of the new drops. We will get the flame metal in this biome around the lava streams, and the heart, feather and steak that have something to do with the vulture. 2 new ingredients for cooking, the flour and a nut, as well as 3 elemental stones that will probably be obtained as loot in the fortress. These fortresses will be the Ashlands' very own version of a crypt. However, unlike crypts that we have seen in the past, they will not take you to another location. You will have to try and siege these fortresses, so the option to camp close by will be useful. The local residents really do not want you there, so take your time to prepare for these fights. Not everything will be a deadly zone though. If you are lucky, you can catch your breath by these pillars, to rest for a couple of minutes, but the devs really specified that you would only be safe for a specific amount of time. With plenty of Twitcher spawners around, the name of the game will really be to play it slow and steady. And just like in other biomes, you will find signs of lost civilizations. Desolate structures with hidden treasures will be scattered across these ashy lands. And what is a new biome without the thrill of building and conquering? With over 50 new building pieces at your disposal compared to the Mistlands with 35 new pieces, this update will include some very nice new building pieces. From crazy new cards with catapults and what looks like a furnace, adding to very interesting movable base defenses. I'm excited to see how these cards will come in handy since they are portable. Also new will be these beautiful diagonal floors, as well as some furniture like windows and wall hangings, probably to upgrade our comfort level. Quite a couple of images with stone structures have been shared on X. These look very promising, adding new black marble pieces with the same ridges as we have already seen in the game until now, as well as tarred roofs on top of stone and even pink braziers. These pieces might just be used for the NPC buildings, as we can already see them appear in the background of the latest walk-in talks, but they will be amazing pieces to have in the game, so I hope we will be able to place them down too. No bench upgrades have been shared yet, but we will surely get some. Chances will also be high that we get a cauldron update in order to be able to cook the new foods. Since death is everywhere, eat dessert first, like this fancy spicy marmalade or a pecan pie. And if that does not fill you, feast your eyes on the deadly mashed meat. This dish will be made with a bizarre plant that looks like a cross between a fern and the flower of death or the red spider lily. Mark these on your map when you find them. It will be useful since it looks like these will grow in the wild and will be forageable, just like the berries or the thistle. One last dish has already been shown, but they did not give us any information or a name, but it looks like you will be able to make it with onions and a new deadly flower. The second known plant in these Ashlands is a vine that we might be able to grow ourselves. Try to keep it contained though, since it has a will of its own and will try to overgrow your base if you are not careful. On these vines, a green edible will grow that is clearly used in one of the new dishes and will probably represent something like a nut. Now, no new biome is complete without new armor and weapons, and oh boy, does this biome have something for you. With 3 new armor sets for every playstyle and an array of weapons that evolve as you delve deeper into this environment, you will slowly but steadily be equipped to face whatever the Ashlands throws at you. The Ashlands is out to break every record with its amount of armor and weapon options. Some of the weapons that we know they will add are the amazing dual-wielding axes, a great and short sword, and a mace. In one of the shared images, the Eldner is mentioned, but we do not know if this is the mace that we have seen before or a brand new weapon. What we do know is that all of these weapons will be able to evolve into even cooler weapons when you find the right treasures. From these weapons, the axes are sure to become a fan's favorite, since the axes skill has usually at least been already leveled a little bit, also giving you the option to cut trees, and it looks absolutely awesome. After obtaining elemental stones, we will be able to insert extra powers into all the flametail weapons, giving every weapon 3 extra personalization options. The blue stone will give you a power of storms or electricity, the red stone will insert blood magic, and the green stone adds nature. What nature means we do not know yet, but it might just be the Ashlands kryptonite. Who knows? Not a lot has been shared about the magic weapons. When the devs talked about this in the walk-in talks, they mentioned a shotgun. I'm very excited to see what that means. As a last tip before this video gets too long, the developers also mentioned that frost weapons will do less damage than you might think. Ice melts in hot temperatures, but this really begs the question, what will be the weakness of these new creatures? Maybe blunt damage like skeletons in Yagluth were weak to it before, or maybe a brand new green elemental damage? Let me know what you think in the comments. Or guess in the comments when the Ashlands will come out for a free month on Valheim. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates from the land of Valheim. Tage.